Hey everybody, how you doing? Today I'll be talking about a movie that came out, I think, at the same time as the first Omen, the original Omen. And of course, this is a reason why I'm saying that because this is really an Omen knockoff, but a really good Omen knockoff, I would say. And this movie is called Holocaust 2000, but here in the U.S. we know the movie as The Chosen. But I want to go by the Holocaust 2000 title, the original title, because there's too many movies with the Chosen on title on it, alright? And I just found there's a movie in '81 called The Chosen. So let's get this cleared. I think, if I'm correct, this movie came out in '77 in Italy, and it came out in '78 in the United States after that. But I think the same composer, Ennio Morricone, I know I'm saying the last name wrong, sorry for butchering the name, also did the music for The Omen, if I'm correct, the original Omen. But anyway, to fast forward, what I like about this movie, it has the antichrist theme, just like The Omen, but I feel like they made it their own, in my opinion. Cook Douglas plays a rich, powerful businessman planning to build a power plant in somewhere like in the Middle East. He has a son that's already grown, who the son happens to be the Antichrist, and there's a backstory with him being when he was both in his mother's womb, he was actually a twin, and as later it reveals that he actually killed his baby brother when he was a newborn baby, choking him with his cord, which is kind of crazy though, right? He was already evil before he came out of his mom's stomach. Wow. But anyway, an assassination attempt happens and failed to kill the guy, but let's say the Antichrist took advantage of the situation. But to move forward, there was a scene when it could go to visit the Middle East, talk about building this power plant. Went inside the cave with this reporter, took a picture, and you find out that the picture behind him, that when you see the light flash, is like the dragon with 8 heads or 7 heads, I think. And as the movie fast forward, I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. Excuse me. Those 8 dragons or the 7 dragons happen to be the power plants of the how the circle of the head like, and it's like the power plant, the circle of the building, like I would say, represents each head of the dragons in a way. And that was the vision that Cook Douglas, his character, saw in a dream. I'm like, oh wow, that was pretty creative. And the Antichrist, of course, his son, later on, like he wants to take over the company. Fast forward to build this plant, and so he can start a world war, an Armageddon, pretty much. But his father realized that this is wrong. He's gonna stop his son once he finds out the truth, and he also has a baby with this reporter, and the Antichrist want to kill the baby because, of course, the baby will be like his rival when you think about it. But to fast forward even more without saying too much about the ending, there is two different endings for this movie: a darker ending and a good ending. But it comes with a sacrifice for the good ending, which of course you can take a guess what that means. Holocaust 2000, aka The Chosen. I thought this movie was a good ripoff of The Omen. It made its own, in my opinion. And I say give this movie a chance. Anyway, over and out.